Hey everyone, happy Wednesday, happy full moon in Sagittarius. Oh my gosh, the energy is electric actually. I'm liking it. I'm feeling like a lot of intensity, but I'm enjoying it. It feels like sparkly energy. So
what are the topics today, Jessica?
Welcome to Real Raw, the official launch of Real Raw Mama 2.0. And who else would I do it with other than Real Raw Life 2.0, you know, previously known as Kristen, otherwise known as Kristen Valentina, otherwise known as, I don't know, how many other names do you have?
Kristen.
Yeah, so
Kristen Sophia.
So this is the official launch of Real Raw Mama 2.0, Uplevel My Life, because Uplevel My Life, my laptop just died. It didn't, but it has all the topics on it. So sometimes haters gonna hate and bitch is gonna bitch. I don't know if I say it lower, if that helps.
You say it read my lips.
Okay, so I care a lot, and also I really don't give a fuck.
Kristen the Piston made that meme many moons ago.
Actually,
I
made that meme. I have that meme.
What?
Yeah,
I have that meme.
It's all butterflies. Yeah. Well, it's because we both made it at the same time.
Oh, that's right.
Remember, we used
Besties
to
do that stuff all the time.
We used to do this a lot. You're a Yeti-sized drink? Yeah, elixir. I don't know. Drink elixir trying to fit in a teacup. Like, how many times?
It's not that you're too much for your relationship, for your man. It's that you're a Yeti trying to fit into a teacup.
More on that later. And actually, this one's probably my favorite. Maybe we should just save it till the end.
Okay, sure.
And the power of showing up. So want to talk about the power of showing up and what is truly reciprocity. So
life with other people, with yourself.
So let's begin. Haters gonna hate. I'm not even sure. Dixie brought this topic up and I couldn't stop laughing because it's true. It's like, no matter how many people you come across, how nice you are, how kind you are, how whatever, like, you're always gonna end up, and somebody else will end up being the villain in your movie, or you'll be the villain in someone else's movie. And, you know, all of this kind of like ties together. All these topics really, you know, relationships, everything is a relationship. So
true.
What do you have to say about that?
Well, I have a lot of bitching to do lately. Just saying. I am in an angry phase of my life, and I'm feeling very edgy around...
Oh, no way. Imagine that.
Except for the ones I gave birth to, but they're not really men yet, and they're still boys. I'm trying to not be in a victim state, because truly when we are angry and bitching or hating or whatever, it's like we're actually giving our power away to someone else. And that is something I'm a very strong advocate for not doing. Empowering myself is saying no. So what does it really mean when I say I'm angry, I'm hating this, like you said? It's that you're actually saying, no, thank you.
Well,
no, thank you.
I mean, actually, so this doesn't have to be at the end. You know, thank you and no fucking thank you. Thank you for this gift. Like, thank you for showing me what isn't for me anymore. Or maybe never was.
Right.
Like, I had a ceremony recently where I was feeling a lot of hate. Like, this is a plant medicine ceremony, and I was having a lot of hate, like, being purged from me and coming up to be, like, really seen and recognized. And after the ceremony, this guy said to me, he's like, hate is, because I was having a hard time, like, oh, I feel this hate.
Right, because we have a stigma around it. We're not allowed to feel it. We're not supposed to feel it. If we're spiritual, especially, we should never feel that way. But it actually has a lot of wisdom.
Well, and the wisdom is that, like, thank you and no fucking thank you. Like, hate is just your higher self telling you, no fucking thank you.
No fucking thank you. And instead of this, we can turn it into a this.
Namaste.
Namaste.
I mean, I am very much not an advocate. I mean, well, actually, so this is it.
There's
so,
a lot of hate going around on the planet, too. And we don't want to, like, advocate for more hatred, because that's...
No,
I mean, usually hatred turns into people killing people and genocides and all this kind of things. But
hate, anger, all of these emotions that come up, they are messages telling you
inner tool
that something does not sit well with you. And so perhaps that means you should remove yourself from that space.
Right.
Like, these are all messages that we can either choose to listen to or not to. We choose who we hang out with. We choose what we fill the background with. We choose all of these things. And sometimes, yes, there are people, believe me, I have one in my life, that you just like, you know, can't not talk to at all. However, you can avoid going in like color zones with them. You can just be in the gray rock, the gray zone.
Right. Well, that's the tactic that people have to use for narcissists, right? Is to be like gray rock. And, you know, it's really sad because I was reading something today on scrolling, and someone was like, why are there so many narcissists? And I was thinking a similar thing maybe a week before. And I don't know if it's classic narcissism so much as people are so trapped in their own world, focused on their own lives, maybe stuck in survival. Maybe our nervous systems are way too overwhelmed and we can't handle everyday life. I mean, why else would there be so many people who are so fucking selfish that can
Parasites.
Probably could be parasites. I mean, parasites are literally running the world.
It is certainly a great mixture of many ailments of the body. And here's a little plug.
There are many ailments in the body.
No, for real. And really, it's your body. Your body is truly the miracle. And also, there's a lot of dirty blood on this planet, a lot of blocked up circulation.
Oh, for sure.
Which causes anxiety, it causes depression, it causes parasites to breed in you, heavy metals. Like, all of these things are accumulating in our bloodstream and causing some serious challenges. And also, we can look at relationships. Like, there's a serious effing problem on this planet, like, relationally.
And it's not just men, because there are many women that I've found that are also narcissistic, that really only care about themselves. And you know what? Sometimes in your life, narcissism can play a tool, even and being narcissistic and only caring about yourself can be beneficial in a way, because sometimes you do need to cut out toxicity and you need to turn kind of emotionless and I don't care. But it just ends up throwing that back and forth, that energy. And so the energy of hatred and anger for me is not someplace that I can dwell in for very long. It turns into bitterness and it starts to eat me up and I get fucking cancer and shit like that. But it has a wisdom, it has a purpose. It's a bigger power. What have you found from that?
From my hatred?
Yeah, you got to see it and expose it in this plant journey, and then you were like, oh, fuck, this hatred is a gift. And what did it give you?
It's a gift telling me, thank you, but no thank you. I don't need to put myself around people, places, and things where I feel discomfort.
Okay, so that's an action.
And call it evolved.
What I see in you is totally transformed the way that you show up for yourself in the world.
For sure. Well, because I come first, and not in a really fucked up selfish. I come first because I know that my ability to be present with my son, present with other people, is my ability to be present with myself. And that is truly what is so lacking on this planet, especially among men, is that men have so many different avenues, and not just men, okay? I say this because honestly, there's a serious epidemic on this planet of what I have found to be a lot of very conscious women who are doing the work, who have been doing the work.
Women are fucking brilliant.
And we have wombs, let's just be real. We literally are the bridge between spirit and matter. Does that mean that we're better than, or I don't know, that's debatable. But no, I have a son and I truly love men, and I hope the men in my life knows it. And I actually do truly believe that all the men who actually do really know me and know the truth of my heart, really don't have anything but nice things to say about me. Mostly, I think maybe somebody get back to me on that one. But truly, I do love men, and also there's a serious discrepancy in the actual awareness of wow, this inner presence where wisdom is found, where you tune into the wisdom of your heart, is very disconnected in men. It's very disconnected because we don't have tribes anymore. We don't have spaces where men actually even have mentors in a lot of spaces from other men.
And we've been talking about this and preaching about this forever. Like, oh, women can sit around and gab and we eat and we socialize and we touch and all these things, and men, they don't do that. How many men do you speak to that don't have an outlet, where they don't have a close friend, that the close friend they have is like the guy that he works with, you know what I mean? And they're just working. They're not like processing deep emotions. But why is that? Like, I was talking to a dear friend yesterday who was talking about statistics about men, and basically these certain banks in Iceland, I think it was, that most of all the banks that in the big recession, the big crash in 2008, all of the banks that crashed were owned by men, and the two that survived were owned by women. And so now they have a law, which I haven't fact checked this, that you cannot have a business in Iceland unless at least 40% of your employees are women. Well, because if men are left alone to their own devices, their testosterone will come out in a very bad way, and they'll become competitive and nasty, and that's the whole rape and pillage, plunder kind of energy that exists in all men. And so if they are not being balanced properly with good, healthy women, and you know what? Yeah, you know what? Fuck everybody, because you know what? Their mom probably wasn't any good to them either, or their siblings or sister or whatever. Like,
I mean, it's a vicious cycle of like,
totally.
It's like, which came first, the chicken or the egg, or this blame. And that's why it's like, it's not about like blaming, shaming, or judging, but it's about being very real about like,
I'm blaming,
reality,
shaming, and judging
like,
today.
Especially when you become a mother on this planet, you get very tuned into like, wow, real time, like showing up matters.
Right.
Like,
how I present, what I say to this child is going to stick with this child for the rest of their lives. That's huge responsibility. I did it 4 times. And they're brilliant and amazing, even though, despite I have not been a perfect mom, they are brilliant and amazing. So,
yeah,
because I've been consciously aware of like what I'm putting into them, you know, and like what I'm speaking into them. But here's the question, men. How can you show up in the world? How can you show up so that you are no longer a part of the problem? The part of the problem is unconscious men who aren't aware of their role and responsibilities, and who aren't aware of their powers and strengths. Instead, they're using their powers and strengths for greed, for hunger, for rape, pillage, that whole mentality. Like, how can you show up differently, not just as an individual, but by actually putting that energy into the whole? Like, how can they actually show up as a fucking man? I'll wait. I'm gonna keep living my life. Actually,
my hope is that it happens. Oh my god, my laptop actually did die. My hope is that it does actually happen in this lifetime, and also, yeah, it's a real struggle out there. This is a topic that could go on forever. I'm trying to remember what our other topics were so that I don't get stuck on the topic of men, because I don't know. I know exactly what I'm calling in a partner. And also, I'm not even focused on getting a partner. I put the signal out there, like calling in a collaborator.
Well, and that's what it comes down to. And I think is like that you are making this shift inside of you so that you will no longer allow or put up with certain attributes and qualities and bullshit.
Well, no, that's like the reason why most women are single. Okay, it's not because we can't get men. Let's.
Oh no, it's a
real,
wave. It's an epidemic of single women.
Like. But it's not like it's a bad thing in like that type of way. It's like, it's more just like, it's like the reality of what is, because like we don't really need you anymore.
That's what I keep saying.
We make our own money. If
I need to lift something heavy, I'll buy a small crane.
And so if
I need to open a jar, I'll buy a device that will open a jar. Like anything that men used to be useful for in the strength department, we can now buy a device to do. Or I can hire a crew of men, or I can call for my badass women and they'll help me lift the thing.
I mean, look at me. Like, okay, I have like...
We don't need them anymore.
I have a handful of things here sitting in my house that have not been put together, okay?
And it's really sad.
I literally offered to pay a friend $100. I kid you not. I offered to pay a friend $100. a guy who I know loves me. I know he loves me and cares about me. And also, like, it just, a lot of them say things. I don't want to be like othering and stuff, but a lot of men say things. And also, I think women do this too, but it's so much more prevalent among my like things with men, where men will say things to me, but they don't keep their word.
All the fucking time.
Like, and it's small things. It could be even just like, you said you were gonna like this person, he said he was gonna come over and help me with my stuff, and he said, oh, absolutely not. Like, I don't want you to pay me or whatever. I'd be happy to help you. Well, that was almost 2 weeks ago. Okay. Like, granted, I know life happens whatever.
You pay me,
like,
I'll come put it together. I'm sure
well,
I can do it. It's fine.
I will pay you.
Okay.
And that's the thing. I can count on my friends, my girlfriends, more than I could ever count on any man in my life.
Oh, women are more brilliant than any man I've ever met. And I'm not trying to like shame, like belittle, but it's like, come on, you guys. Like, we know you're capable.
The bar is like, in hell, okay?
We know that you're capable, that you can be present and you can show up and you can be in integrity with your word. And when you say something, you fucking mean it. We know you're capable. So what the fuck is going on? Like, why are women the ones that are showing up in my life consistently in a healthy, safe fucking way?
Because that's our innate nature for the most part. I mean, I've definitely have, like, it's not, and people always get, oh, women, it's like, yes, of course. Like, it's not like, oh,
you know,
like,
I'm sure some men have a totally different story, though. Like, they've had women that are, like, liars and blah, 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 blah. You know what? But, like, at the end of the day, like, I have nothing to say about that. Because I've never been a fucking liar. I've never said I'm gonna do something and then not. I've never said, oh, I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna show up, I'm gonna step up to the plate, I'm gonna be a man and like do it, and you know, like all that shit that I fucking have heard over and over and over again. I'm serious. And then they're like, ooh.
You got some likes on that one.
This is hard. Control, delete. Like, I'm done.
Actually, David is, I would love to, oh my gosh, David, we have to do another podcast episode. I would totally love to do another episode with you. You know, our episode together actually got so many, yeah, that was one of my favorite episodes.
Well, because it's like bringing the poles
like,
together. Like, I'd love to, I'm a solutions gal. I want to bring the poles together.
No, and so it's like, how can we amplify the men who are doing amazing things? So I'm always like, to certain men that I come across, like the guy in my ayahuasca ceremony, David, or Dave, another Dave,
bring him home, let's meet him.
He like had all these amazing things to say, and he actually did have like, he's a single dad, okay, and he has 2 kids he was married or whatever, and you know, that's the thing, is there's 2 sides to every story, and it's not even just 2 sides, there are many sides and many layers to like how we even get to where we are in relationships. And where we are in this world, and like in terms of humanity and how we all relate to each other, like there's just so many layers. And so it's like, it's peeling away the layers of blame and also being willing to look at the pain. Because that's what I find with men, is that they don't recognize like how much women have like there's, it's like, oh, well, we don't do that anymore.
Oh my God. Like,
shut the fuck up.
The level of pain that men can handle is laughable. Like, physical pain, mental pain.
Wow, she's going all out tonight.
We don't have warriors anymore.
Really?
We don't have men who are out there like fighting to save the fucking tribe and keep us alive. And so I don't know what is going on, but any good man you talk to, he will fucking agree with me that I don't know.
Sorry, we don't usually do lives this late, so we're like, you know.
I'll take this and chill out.
Turtle spirit, slow and steady wins the race.
Ah.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know what that means.
Truly, well, here, I'll
so
read it.
It's like gonna take forever.
Okay, well, so we have one more. We have one more little thing, because this is really, so this will maybe we'll wrap it all up. But you know, I care a lot. Well, I also wanted to talk about showing up imperfectly. So like when I was launching my podcast, and actually I just wanted to share a little bit about like how I even got into this period. So one day long ago, Kristen and I met
We
at
were just a teeny,
where were we at? We were at like a
tiny.
womb thing.
We were at like
Where
some
we met?
womb.
Yes.
Yeah, we had a womb healing event. We were just little tiny teeners back in the day. And we were so cute.
Oh my
And
god.
we started talking about boys, but it seems to be the same fucking show.
Maybe you should just change your story,
Kristen.
That's the thing.
But there's a thing.
But no, here's the
Maybe
deal.
that
Here's
will
the
work.
deal. I have up-leveled my life so much that men
Same.
just don't exist in it anymore. And not because I want it to be that way, but I have become so selective in who I allow my energy field to even be around or who to mix in my energy field.
It's not that
It's
you're
just
too
like,
much,
it's
ladies.
not worth it. It's not you're too much. You're 128
too
ounces trying to fit in 60 ounces.
You're
like
just trying to fit in this little teeny
it's
cup.
a Yeti. You're a Yeti trying to fit inside a teacup. And yeah, we just
And
were not.
he has the ability to grow and expand and make himself bigger.
But he's not probably going to do it in this lifetime.
Turtle says might take forever.
Steady.
I don't know. We're gonna get a lot of hate on this. Haters gonna hate.
Actually, astrologically speaking,
I mean, but you know, I've been holding my tongue for a long time and being like, "Oh no, man, I love them and they're
this is
doing
gonna make some
great."
clips.
And now I'm just like telling it how it.
They're doing great. Oh, this is the greatest live we've ever done.
I don't know. Maybe we should delete it because
No, I love it. I think it's great.
we're 16 minutes in.
16. You're only 16 minutes in.
I don't
That's
know.
it.
It
Where's
doesn't
it
tell
at?
you how many
No, wait,
minutes.
we've been going longer. Have we? I don't know. But here, I'm
Okay,
just gonna read
just
this
gonna
card.
read
Turtle
this.
Spirit 62.
I'm not going to shrink myself down to a teacup.
No, and you know what? Here's the deal.
I'm going to keep expecting excellence.
Here's the deal. Circling back.
That's the problem.
Circling back. It's like, you know, I'm all love and light, and also I'm a little bit go fuck yourself.
Kali.
Like, you know, and that's the
No,
truth.
any
of,
man
like,
that wants a woman should be able to face Kali. Let me tell you this real quick story before you tell the spirit animal. So the story of Kali and Shiva. Kali is the demon slayer that we all know in Hindu tradition, and she literally slices the heads of demons and drinks their blood before it falls to the earth, which saves humanity because there was this demon that was replicating itself and yada yada. Well, anyway, she's like bloodthirsty, and once she destroys all the demons, she keeps killing, and she's like killing humanity. And Shiva, he's the destroyer, he's like, okay, suits himself up, strips himself naked, and comes before her. And she's ready to kill. She's going to kill him. He lies down on his back, prostrates to her, and says, Kali, Kali, I love you. That was it.
That's it. And then
That's
what
it.
happened?
Well, he stopped her from killing everything, killing humanity.
Because he said he told her he loved her.
Yeah, he just like, he bowed to her. He laid down on his back
Well,
naked.
I fucking love that. And also,
And you often see her like holding these heads and her foot is on his chest because she was like ready to kill him too. But that's what you've got to be to like show up in a relation. And we got likes on that one too because you've got to be able to show up with this woman's Kali. I also had another story about women. Women are in all species, the female, rather, I should say female, because I'm not being politically correct. The female of the species is ferocious. Like the male part of it, like they will fight each other and be like, I'm bigger. No, my nuts are bigger. And they're like fight and they fight, but they'll never usually kill each other. It's just to put on a show for the ladies. And the women, however, the females, they will fight to kill you.
fuck yeah, I
If
don't
they're
waste my
fighting-
time. I don't waste my time on this. It's like,
They will fight to kill you because they're protecting themselves or they're young. And so that level of ferocity is in every single female.
absolutely,
And
it is.
if you want a woman that is what you need to learn how to do. You need to learn how to go to battle and not be a chicken shit. You have to be able to go to battle.
That definitely wasn't politically correct.
And like, well, I'm serious. Like, the warriors of the day fought.
It's true. It's about finding ways to channel these like primal energies.
We're still
primal energy, and it's not good or bad or right or wrong. It's like, how can you channel your primal energies into like things that are passionate and creative and like impactful and you know whatever.
Well, that's what I'm doing. Whatever that is for you. Anger into creativity.
Okay, we're going to do it slow and steady wins the race. So Turtle's Spirit, slow and steady wins the race. Oracle message. Turtle's Spirit arrives to remind you that when you do what you need to do, putting one foot in front of the other and trusting that you will see your intentions manifest in perfect timing, your prosperity and love will grow exponentially. Now is not the time to rush around trying to force matters. Move slowly, perhaps even so slowly that it almost feels as if you are not moving at all. This may be a time to crawl before walking, taking your time to align to Turtle Spirit's place as you contemplate this road you are on, doing what you need to do in this small moment that will soon pass. Turtle Spirit reminds you that sometimes the best action is to slow right down. So if it feels as if you are not doing enough, know that simply being aware of what is happening right now may be an important step toward determining whether you need to pivot or simply keep putting one foot in front of the other. True love and true success comes with patience, Kristen. Focus on the now, and the next step will be clear.
I love it.
No, it's so true. Like, in my journey with this whole podcast journey, which I think we totally got off course on that one too. We were going to talk about reciprocity. Oh my God, there's so many things to talk about all the time. But like, oh my God, and I already just forgot what I was going to say. But like, the perfectly imperfect, the one step in front of, like, I had this vision so long ago that I mean, it kind of morphed into this like podcast thing, whatever. But like, since I was a child, I kid you not, I have known that I'm here to be very impactful and that I'm here to do big things. I just didn't really fully know, like along my whole journey, like everything was like a mystery, and also like I had a faint like knowingness of it. And I'm a projector, a splenic projector. So are you.
So am I.
But yeah, and she's a Virgo. Yeah, I know. By the way, I'm a Virgo. She's a Virgo. We like people to know that. But yeah, either way, excuse me. I have like my whole life received like a faint like knowingness of what like was coming into my future, but not like fully like knowing all of the steps, you know? And so like even this podcast, like all of it has been like this journey of like a deep letting go of whatever I think and how long it takes and like all these different things, and just trusting that like, how is this all going to happen? One person going to do all this together? Well, one person isn't going to do all this. Like, this is like a vision that has been co-created with all of the people in my life in different forms. And so, yeah, I don't know where it's going to go from here, but I do know that every day I say I have a multi-7-figure podcast that impacts millions of people all over the world, transforming lives. Actually, I have the #1 female podcast in the world, a 7-figure multi-million-dollar podcast that impacts millions of people all over the world, transforming lives, with 144 million subscribers who would purchase absolutely anything and everything that I offer. I have 16 multiple streams of income that flow to me with ease and grace every single month. I have more money than I know what to do with, so I can bless the planet and impact lives. I am wealthy beyond my wildest dreams. And you know what? I am not even just a little bit certain of that. I am fully convinced. There have been moments in my life when I'm like, oh, I'm a little bit like, I just want to give up, and this is so hard. All these different things.
I mean, but that's the thing, is you know.
But I do, that's part of my human design, is that I know who I am, and I've always known who I am. And also I've struggled, who I am has gotten me bashed in a lot of different ways.
Literally.
And literally physically bashed.
Physically.
Like, yeah, seriously. And so actually I wanted to share that, yes, she and I and other friends of mine, we're going to be filming exclusive content that is more about like, yeah, the real and rawness of like what has happened in our individual lives and the things that we all have our stories of like up moments and like relationships that almost killed us. And like, I mean, maybe we don't all have that, but we all have similar forms of just like, what in the actual F? And no one can ever like be in your shoes and know or experience, like no one will fully grasp your journey. But that's like the beauty of coming together. We come together to share notes with each other and to like meet each other with love and compassion, and also like no fucking thank you. Thank you, but no thank you. So, and you know, I think we'll talk about reciprocity another time, but for me, like that is like one of my, and it's not just in business, it's reciprocity in life. It's in how you energetically, the print you leave on the planet, and every moment you exchange with somebody, it's like, are you being generous with your energy? And also, like, does that person even deserve your energy? Like,
that's what I've been wondering is when I take back ownership, when I say, okay, I chose all of these things, you know, when I say, oh, I'm really upset with men, the truth is I've chosen all of that, you know, and that's the bitterness right there, is like, oh, I am in charge.
What was it? Mama Gina, she made a post earlier that my friend Wendy sent to me about how like the addiction to misery, to pain, we do, and it's not just her. It's a collective thing. It's not even just women. It's something that actually, it's a wounded feminine energy that's just like this like bitter longing for this discomfort or this pain. So we create situations in which we feel like a victim or we feel whatever, so that we can feel that
pain,
addictive quality of the pain, whatever. I mean, I don't know. I don't have any tattoos, but people go get fucking addicted to pain, and like people do other fucking crazy things for pain. But there's some sort of like dopamine rush that comes from that conflict, and I have had that. I've experienced that with like the father of my son, like the moments in which like I don't ever get into fights with people. I don't, like, that's just not who I am. But with him, there's like but I don't feel it so much anymore because I do my Kundalini yoga practice, and I do these other practices that bring me into the presence of my nervous system, that allow me to upregulate it and downregulate it, so that I actually know how to make myself feel safe, and I don't need anyone else to make me feel safe. And I recognize that I'm starting to not feel safe in your presence, so I'm going to get the fuck out of here. And like, we don't need to be around each other anymore. And that's what I had to realize, and also like let go of the addiction to like wanting that conflict to give me that feeling of like upsetness and longing, and then the possibly the makeup or whatever it is.
Totally, I can totally see that as my play out. Totally, like my trauma playing out so that I can feel this pain yet again, so that I can be angry yet again, so that I can find my power yet again. But what does that really, you know, where does that really leave me? You know, leaves me here with the same.
It leaves your nervous system really dehydrated and like shriveled, and like it leaves you like like a longing little victim mess,
pretty much.
And
but how come we can't share that, truly share that without being a victim?
Well, and here's the deal,
you know, because here I am, like, sharing with the whole fucking world, like, that I'm pissed that yet again I trusted a man and he failed me. And I'm just like, I feel fucking stupid for even, like, admitting that, let alone sharing it with the whole fucking world, because I'm not supposed to be weak. I'm not supposed to have made a stupid choice, or I'm not supposed to give my power to someone else by saying they fucked up.
I mean, anyone else want to come on and give some advice? I don't know.
I mean, there's no shortage of work being done over in here. Like, ask any one of my friends.
Yeah, self-reflection and like, it's all of it, and
it's 24/7 project.
And really, that's like, you know, when we come together in a relationship, it's not like, oh, you expect the other person to be like perfect, but it's the ability to show up for harmony, disharmony, and repair, and to actually like reflect on like, do we even align? Do we even align? Like, because if you have a problem with somebody so much, so frequently, like perhaps your paths just don't align. Like, you know, I don't really have problems with people in my life, and anytime there is some sort of like disruption, even like, you know, among our friends groups or whatever, there's certain friends among our friends group that I don't hang out with as much, because not because I'm going to get into a fight with them, but I also just energetically know that like they're not somebody I would hang out with 24/7, because like there's some like edges that are not, you know,
you're not worn out. Yeah.
And
I know.
and you know, and I don't try to say, oh, it's her fault or my fault. It's not even like that. It's more just like, you know, I have my friend Dixie, who I hang out with a lot, because I have never ever gotten into a fight with her. And I can think of one time that you and I have gotten into a fight. I remember it very clearly, actually. And you just like, Aquarius, flee the scene. and the Virgo with the Gemini moon is like, we gotta talk about it. But yeah, but those are like people,
Sad rising. Yeah.
And I don't really have problems with other people either, but like there's certain people that they're easier to be around because they flow with your personality, whatever it is, like like all of these things, they do come into play. And so it's not about like taking something personally and feeling like, it's just like, oh, maybe we don't jive as well together like all the time, and so we'll see each other on a hike once in a while, and then like we'll keep it, you know, low key. Better watch what I say on this show.
I know. That's what I'm like.
It's a small town.
I know. Like maybe I should just like delete everything I said, because it's like
that.
it's the
no,
truth.
that's what people love about us and about all of this.
But you
real
know,
rush.
everyone's gonna be all like,
oh, I don't care. I care a lot, and also I don't give a fuck. So on that note, I think we've like gone
said
for
that
a
in
long
slow
time.
motion.
I don't give a fuck. I love this like color scheme. Oh my god! By the way, so I just want to, before I go, I want to thank all my fans. No, I'm just kidding. I want to thank all the people who have like helped me, like come.
I believe in you.
Who have helped me survive the last few years. Oh, seriously.
Thank you for helping us survive.
I mean, literally, my baby was born during a pandemic, and then there were fires 2 weeks later, and the only people who came to see me was you.
Yeah.
And see, this is a story I hold on to, and you know, and it's also true. It's real. It's like really what happened, and so that's another part of like why I'm here, is to shine a light on people's stories, my story, everyone's story, because you know what, your story fucking matters. All of the pain, all of the pleasure, and everything in between. It all matters. And so yeah, giving voice to it, which is also part of why I'm here, is to share my voice. And so thank you everyone, including you, for like helping me, because I love, like, as much as I have a lot of wisdom, my wisdom comes to life when I talk to people that I care about.
The reflection.
And people, and not just people I
Sacred
care
mirror.
about, but people I feel safe with. Like truly safe and seen with. And then you have the ability, it's like stream of consciousness, at least for me, that's what it is. And so, and I never would have known that this is like my life path, actually, because when I was younger, I was so shy. And now I feel like I could talk to anybody about anything, and I'm not really afraid. Like, I mean, I definitely have stage fright and moments of like feeling nervous, but like, I'm not afraid to talk to anybody and to be real about anything, because like, what else are we here for if not to like fully embody?
Oh no,
our
on the
truth?
West Coast, we're here to like talk sweet and nice in front of each other's face, and then talk shit behind each other, behind their back. It seems to be the way
We
it
don't
is.
want to do that.
Back in where I'm from, in Chicago, like, I loved it. Like, everyone was totally upfront, biatch in the face, and there was none of this like
Haters gonna.
behind the back shit. It was like, oh no, I got a problem with you. Fuck you. You know, it was just like, that was it. And then you didn't have to wonder if the person hated you behind your back, you know.
You don't have to wonder. If I hate you, you will know. I just won't talk to you. No.
No, it's like people's stories are. I'm here to listen to people's stories. Like, people tell me their stories all the time. I mean, you get the same thing too, where people feel comfortable to tell you their stories. I'm here for
It's a
it.
projector thing.
I'm here for it. You know? And it's like,
people tell me, they're like, I don't know why I'm telling you this.
I don't,
Like,
I know, right?
keep going.
But it's sometimes I feel like I don't have the same reciprocity that some people really actually have time for your story, or that they care enough to like stop and listen, because maybe I'm bitching or complaining. Yeah, maybe I'm complaining a lot lately.
I mean, hey, haters gonna hate.
Maybe I'm complaining a lot lately.
You know what? But
maybe I'm going through a really rough time lately.
I mean, yeah, that's an awareness for sure. And that's half the battle, or half the, movement forward. And so, yeah, if you haven't joined the Kundalini 22 challenge yet, you should totally do that, because I'm telling you,
Life-changing.
it will up-level your life in every single way. And so for more up-level your life, yummy magic, you can go to, you can opt in at realrawmama.com to go get all of the exclusive content that is coming now and in the future. And I just released my first episode on like Spotify and all the platforms with, crush of my life. I mean, hey, yeah, am I going to be real and raw about that? Actually, I hope to bring him on to actually share how we met.
Oh, yeah.
And not just him, but like I'm going to bring on all of my mentors / one of them I had a crush on.
Crushes.
Or still do. But people that have impacted my life, who as mentors, as teachers, as like facilitators of practices that actually like have up-leveled and impacted my life and how I walk the earth. And so I'm going to bring them on to share like, yeah, how do we know each other? Like, I have met so many amazing people in my journey, and yeah, I picked up different practices and tools and rituals. And as far as I can tell, like everything is just about showing up. It's like, what can you show up for with intention consistently every day with I better go. My baby is still awake and he's crying. So, all right.
Oh, it's the
I
end.
guess that's the end. Real raw life,
end.
real raw
This is
mama,
real.
real raw life. Okay, I'll post all the links in the comments. We want you to remember, you're the chosen one. We all are. The best is yet to come.
Bye.